YouTube, we are back for day 3 of this job. We've taken down those 2 trees previously, kind of give you a little visual of where we've been. First tree, along with a couple other little scrub trees, the homeowner wanted down. Second tree, still got to cut that log up. But today's job is this ivy covered one that is really leaning out over this fence and comes out over this patio area where this homeowner is going to do a project. So unfortunately I am by myself today, but I'm just going to have to take my time, rig these down, some of these limbs by myself. I'll just rig them from up in the tree, nothing too bad, but that's what we got. So you can see here I'm at the first of these bigger limbs that goes over the fence. I don't know if you can see it down here. The fence is probably another 6 or 8 feet back to my right. What I've done is I still got my tie-in point up here, but I got my secondary on this limb here, so now I can work out on this limb a little bit further. Take off some of these smaller branches, just take a little bit of weight off of this, and then I'll be able to drop this from here and hinge it down to where it's away from the fence. So that's what we're doing. You can see with this one, my rope will probably get hung up if I just cut this. So being by myself, I'm probably going to go down and just trim some of this off. It's more work, but that way I don't get hung up later. So you can see all I've done is I've just dropped down and now I'm just cutting all the weight off of this so that I can control where it goes. Once again, this is why it's nice having a guy here, because I wouldn't have to do any of this. We just rig these branches and be on with it, but it's not a big deal. So that's called a snap cut. Part of the way over, part of the way under, you can see right here. You can just snap it off. Little snap cut. Just so you can see what's going on, I'm still tied in up here. I've made these cuts in these lower branches, but now I'm working out horizontally under this branch. Once again, just got to keep the weight off the fence, so I just inch my way over, get in a comfortable cutting position, and now I can take the weight off of the end of this, and then I can grab the rest of it and lower it down myself. There we go. So if you're watching this and wondering why I leave these little stubs like this, most people cut these off, and I usually do too, but being here by myself, knowing I'm gonna be in this tree for a while, I like leaving them there because every once in a while I just use them to stand on like I did with that cut. So that's what's going on there. A little, I guess, unconventional, but makes it easier when I'm by myself. So this will give you an idea of what's going on here. I'm up above the V. Tree splits off for probably another 30 feet up that way. I'm tied into this side of the V, where it goes up at least another 30 feet or so on this side. So right now I'm actually in between this junction here, and I'm just going to work my way back and forth, taking limbs off. Here you can see what I was talking about. I cut these branches so that I have places to put my feet. Once again, I'm here by myself, so it just makes it easier. Work smarter, not harder, and that's what I'm doing. So I know I've said this in previous videos, but this location is beautiful. It's got this ravine, this nice waterway that spills through the back here. You hear the sound of water this whole time. Me being here by myself, I'm using mostly just my handsaw. So it's pretty nice just being, you know, out in nature here and just enjoying this. It's very peaceful setting. All right, now I'm up here pretty close to the top. I can start taking some of these smaller ones. I'm still tied in. Don't know if you can see that or not, but I'm tied into both sides of this V down there. I flip to the back side of the tree just to have a little bit more control as I grab these limbs, because I'm gonna have to cut them to where they swing to me. And this way I can kind of work out over the tree, whereas before I was kind of on my back working above me. So this should make these cuts, or controlling these cuts rather, a little bit easier, just so I'm not fighting as much. So it just comes right to me. Then if I wanted, I could cut these off smaller, but this thing's small enough I can handle it. But if it was bigger, I could still just hold it right there, cut a couple of the limbs off of it, control it. But right there, just break it off, throw it down. Let's go ahead and do another one. I feel like I'm Bob Ross. Talking about how beautiful it is out here and how peaceful, and I don't know. People think that all I do is cut down trees. Most of what I do is actually prune. So I'm not like this guy that just wants to come in and cut down everything. The majority of my work is actually pruning work. I don't make a lot of videos out of it, just because usually it's not very exciting. And I don't know if these are exciting, these videos, but they're usually not as involved. So, but I do a lot of pruning. So if you need your trees pruned, a lot of what I do is limb trees up, get the weight off the bottom side. I also thin canopy. I do limb weight reduction, which is where you reduce the size of the tree so that it's catching less wind, makes them less likely to fail. It's good for the health of the tree, encourages canopy growth. So that's a lot of what I do. I just typically don't film it, but maybe I'll start doing a couple films on just some pruning jobs. So I think I had the GoPro off there, but I cut that bigger limb. That's the cut that I made where the Y came out to the right. I cut that bigger limb. Once again, just brought it right down to me. Easy to handle. If I needed to, I could pull it up and cut it. Don't need to. But just makes it easier being on this side of the tree. A lot easier. You want to get them right to where they're going to peel without breaking when they peel. Just like that. Peeled perfect. Didn't break. If I need to cut a little bit more, I can. I think I can just pull that right off though. Yep, there it goes. Pretty cool. So I cut this one, don't know if you can tell, but it got hung up in the tree next to it. I'm gonna just take the tail of my secondary, throw it over it, and if I need to, I can cinch it all the way up. I don't think I would need to, but I guess I will to. I can cinch it and then just pull on it. Pull it out of there because it's hung up like that. Now what's nice about cinching that is I still have complete control of this limb, so this wouldn't do any damage to the fence probably, but it's nice because you can still control the limb, bring it in here, unhook it, and then safely drop it away from the fence. So now we're just piecing it down little by little. Had to drop my climb line as I go. Not a big deal, but so on my way down the tree, I've cut off all the little limbs that I left. But on my way down, I'm just trying to peel off some of this ivy because I've got to flip line up this. And this ivy's crazy. It's terrible to flip line on it. So I'm just trying to pull off as much as I can on my way down. Show you what we got here. I just limbed up the tree and getting ready to flip line up it and just piece it down. Once again, it's all the way over this fence. So piece it down 18 inches at a time. Alright, you can see I flip line all the way up. Here you can really see how much this overhangs the fence. This thing is just growing right towards the back patio area where, once again, the homeowner is going to do a project out here and obviously does not want any kind of damage or potential damage from this tree, which is why we're bringing it down. Slowly working down this tree, about every 18 inches, taking off these logs and there you can see that kind of extra little cut I made at the end where I cut through. Once again, it's the backside is still got ivy on it. Just continuing to work down the tree. About probably 15 feet now, if that, maybe 12. "18 inches at a time." You can see we're just about done here. Probably about another 8 feet. I'll probably cut 3 or 4 more cuts and then just take it from the bottom. this is the end of day 3. Just kind of recap what we did here. There's the tree, a couple of trees from day 1. A tree from day 2, which I still got to cut up down there in the woods, get rid of those logs. And then that ivy covered leaner that we just did today is down. What we've got now is we've got some debris and logs piled up both sides of the backyard here. We'll come back with the dump truck and the chipper, chip up all this debris, get these logs out of here, and that'll be it. Hey, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. My daughter tells me I gotta say, don't forget to like and subscribe. So, hey, thanks for going along the journey with us.